Treatment of achalasia cardia. Achalasia cardia, there is revolution in the treatment starting from simple medication to buttocks. Now it's a per oral endoscopic myotomy. But frankly speaking, no treatment restore the problem of basic pathology of achalasia. That is, the basic problem of achalasia is degeneration of the nerve ending, which is leading to non-contraction or peristalsis of esophagus and also non-relaxation of lower esophageal sphincter. The aim of every procedure to relieve the lower esophageal sphincter pressure significantly so that patient can have symptomatic relief of swallowing difficulty. The principle of achalasia treatment lies with two. One is adequate release of the muscles leading to a free swallowing difficulty should go off. At the same time, as we have cut the muscle or divided the muscle, anti-reflux should be given to the patient. Patient should not have reflux problem later on. Coming to the treatment modality can be broadly divided into non-surgical and surgical. Non-surgical modality, medication, buttocks injection and balloon dilatation. Surgical modality, laparoscopic myotomy, endoscopic myotomy. In non-surgical modality, the medication and buttocks are rarely used. They are only reserved for a patient who is unfit for surgery, where surgery cannot be performed because of anesthesia unfitness. We can give some medication or buttocks injection by endoscopy to temporarily relieve the sphincter. Patient has some days of symptom relief, but these need to taken in a subsequent multiple session, and it has its own limitation. Relief of symptom is not very good. Long back, one of the famous modality of treatment is endoscopic balloon dilatation. Endoscopic balloon dilatation, where endoscopist pass the endoscope from the foot pipe, places the balloon across the lower esophageal sphincter, and gradually in sequential manner he dilate the balloon from outside. Because the balloon is dilating at the lower esophageal sphincter, there will be multiple places muscle get ruptures and the pressure of the lower esophageal sphincter goes down. It may need to do in multiple sequential stages. It needed to be done under fluoroscopy. The major limitation of this procedure is the risk of complication with endoscopic balloon dilatation, that is rupture of esophagus, is high, and that may leads to devastating complication for the patient. And also the endoscopic balloon dilatation does not follow the principle of anti-reflux procedure. You may get relief from the symptom, but the reflux will be significant, that leads to poses the problem in long term. Now coming to surgical modality of treatment, the surgical modality of the treatment mainly two. One is laparoscopic Hellers cardiomyotomy, second is per oral endoscopic myotomy. Both has the cutting of the muscle by using special device cautery or ligashore or harmonic. Laparoscopic Hellers cardiomyotomy is long standing, standard, time tested procedure where surgeon will put small 5 to 6 buttonhole over the abdomen, and he will take a camera into the abdomen. That camera will be having 25 magnified view we can see on the monitor, and under the complete controlled condition with magnified view we can divide every bit of muscle fiber which is causing trouble for the patient. So we can have complete myotomy, and it can give a very good relief of the symptom for the patient. And at the end of the procedure, we can pass the endoscopy from the mouth, we can see adequate relaxation of the G junction, lower esophageal sphincter, and also we can detect on table if there is any injury to the mucosa, that can be then and there repaired with a small stitches on table. At the same time, the laparoscopic myotomy also follow the second principle, that is anti-reflux procedure can be done on the table by doing door fundoplication or toupee fundoplication to the patient. It has a very good result, and also patient recovery will be magical recovery can happen. Newer advancement in the treatment modality, surgical modality, is endoscopic myotomy. Endoscopic myotomy, where endoscopist pass the endoscope from the mouth through the esophagus, he create the one mucosal cut to enter the endoscope into the submucosa. He create the submucosal tunnel and cut the muscle across the length, and it gives a significant relief of the symptom, and it is one of the very well done procedure, has a significant and great result of great relief of the swallowing difficulty. At the end of the procedure, the endoscopist put some dissolvable clip at the site he enters, and he will come out, and there is no stitches on the abdomen. Absolutely fantastic procedure. But at the end of the day, there is no added anti-reflux procedure in this poem, that is peroral endoscopic myotomy, which pose additional the reflux problem on post-operative phase or long duration that may need additional anti-reflux procedure in follow-up period. So, both laparoscopic myotomy, endoscopic myotomy done in expert hand has very good result, and very magical recovery can happen. Doing laparoscopic myotomy can add the added anti-reflux procedure, and also complication of the myotomy can be reduced significantly.